Well, Jacoby, we got the right guys in our locker room here. We got some special guests tonight. First of all, our quarterback is back, Brett Hundley, here in studio with us. And it's fitting, he brought his own former Chandler teammate, Chandler native Markus Wheaton here. Markus, what's going on, man?
Oh, everything.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing really good.
There we go, real quick. How many years did you play in the league?
About 6 or 7.
6, oh, something like that.
6 years.
Yeah, there we go, there we go. Well, guys, first of all, you watched the game today. Brett, we'll start with you. What did you make of what the Rams were able to do?
Man, I was at the game. So for me, just to see the stands and everything, the Rams did everything they wanted to do. They ran the ball for over 250 yards. They threw it for 300-plus yards. They had 3 touchdowns. I mean, when they had the ball, you knew they were going to score. It was a sad game to watch.
Yeah, Markus, from your eye, what did you see?
I saw a lot of fun on the Rams side,
yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Everything's working. It seems like every call they made was a perfect call. So when everything is working, it's a whole lot of fun. You just go out there and play ball.
Yeah, as a player, when you see that, I mean, what is it? What's the feeling like when everything's clicking that way?
Oh, you just hope you get more of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Let me get some of it.
There we go.
Everything's working. You just pass it around and let everybody kind of feast.
Yeah, things haven't been fun for the Cardinals or their fans this season. Let's be frank about it. No playoffs, maybe not a lot to play for. Jonathan Gannon was asked about the effort and energy of their team coming in. What did you see from the performance today? Obviously, guys aren't going to say that they are mailing it in, but from your perspective, how tough is it to get up in this situation like this?
Yeah, when you don't have something to go for, like the playoffs, for example, I mean that's what everybody's goal is. Yeah. It does become really hard. I mean, football is still fun. This is why we're playing the game. We love playing football, but when you don't have the playoffs in front of you, as a coach, sometimes I'm like, what are you telling the team? And what I saw out there today was a team that lacked energy. Yeah. That didn't have fun like the Rams were having when they were moving the ball all the way down the field. There was no energy in the field. And, I mean, same with the fans. Everybody was gone after third quarter.
Markus said on the broadcast they were questioning body language and effort. Did you see anything that gave you level for concern?
I mean, it's tough because it's complete opposite of what the Rams had going on, right?
Yeah.
Over here, nothing's working.
Yeah.
Nothing's working. So it's hard to keep the energy high when nothing's working.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what I saw. I saw a team that's struggling. Right? Mm-hmm. I saw an empty stadium. Right? That makes it hard to play ball.
Yeah.
You know?
We'll get to the empty stadium in just a second. But, Brett, one area where the Cardinals struggled, they just couldn't get a rhythm on offense, especially on third down.
Yeah, that was, and I mean, as an offensive player for both of us, if you're not converting third downs, you're not staying on the field. Yeah. And Rams, held time of possessions of this game. I think they were 35-plus minutes. But I want to say the Cardinals were 4 of 12 on third down. Yep. If you're not near that 50% mark, that puts a lot of stress on the defense, and you don't build a rhythm as an offense. And I think that's what we saw today. There was no rhythm of the offense. I mean, it was just a bad day in the office.
Well, the run game has been struggling tremendously without a lot of their players, and the offensive line is really banged up. It's hard to get anything really moving or opportunities for any guys to really move the chains.
Yeah, I want to say they had, 50 yards rushing?
Yeah.
And so, I mean,
down to top 2 or 3 running backs, just gets tough.
Yeah, and then if you don't run, you can't throw. So, I mean, what are we doing,
Markus, you brought up the stadium, and listen, Lena and I were both there today. Brett, we were there today. It's tough to see State Farm Stadium be at that level where it's just like fans aren't interested in the product right now. You two grew up here. Markus, what's it like to kind of just see that stadium be, 1, half empty, and then 2, filled with a lot of blue shirts?
It's painful, right? I grew up here, and I do love the Cardinals, but it's painful to see it. But, I mean, it fits. Mm-hmm. It fits what's going on with the Cardinals right now. So we can't expect that thing to be filled up with the situation that we're in.
Mm-hmm. Brett, what was the vibe when you saw?
I'm not gonna lie. I was one of the fans of the third quarter.
Oh, you both did. Okay, got it.
I was with Devin Kennard today, and I'm gonna take his words. I was on the I-10 by 10. I was out. I was gone. Okay. I was gone. But I just think, just like Markus said, it's a product of what is on the field. If we're not winning, if we're getting blown out 38-10 on the third quarter, I'm not expecting a comeback, so I'm going to beat the traffic.
For both of you, as leaders in the locker room, what do you say to this group? What do you do to keep the morale up to finish with pride in these Final Four games? Markus, start with you.
You fight.
Yeah.
Yep.
You fight, right?
You
get paid to play ball,
yeah.
So go play ball.
That's simple.
And this, put your best stuff on film, right? No matter how good it's going, how bad it's going, try to hold a standard and put your best stuff on film.
And I think it goes back to why we play football in the first place.
Sure.
We all love this game of football. We grew up playing it. We're getting paid to play a fun game of football. that should be the message, I think, regardless. It doesn't matter if you're in the playoffs or not in the playoffs. Like, we still get the opportunity to play football in the National Football League.
That's right. They show up to work.
Yeah.
We show up to work.
And we get that fun doing it.
There we go. Everybody shows up to work.
Yeah.
Markus Wheaton, Brett Hundley here in studio. They'll be back with Brett's play of the game here in just a moment.
Hey, some East Valley kids doing it big here.
That's
on the
right.
season.
How
Love
cool
it.
is that?